Okay, so also for those who ask me how to donate to Love Aid Foundation or me, there are two ways to do it. I'm going to share the PayPal account. One, you can donate to me, which is it goes to my pocket, but I'll use it for gas money, and also I'm gonna add it to my monthly donation. I do donate monthly. Monthly means every month, but it's a very small amount. But again, also I do volunteer work every now and then, sometimes every week, sometimes every other week. Sometimes I stop and have a break if I have like a art commission to finish up. But again, it's quite far. So I use it for my gas money as well. So one is you can donate to me. I'm going to share that my email address for PayPal. And two is the way you are most interested. Love Aid Foundation directly. I'm going to share their PayPal account. And obviously that money goes to the foundation directly, and you will get the certificate with your name on it once you make the donation. So your donation to Love Aid Foundation will be checked by me and also office at the same time, double checking. And the person who is in charge of a donation / graphic, she will create a little certificate that proves that you have donated, and we are very thankful. I'll share the number one and number two PayPal donation information for you. Whatever you prefer, please do. And the reason why I shared my personal PayPal account for donation is because I also got a question that some of my subscribers want to just donate me, not through YouTube, because I also do volunteer work alone. That's not related to Love Aid Foundation. I do volunteer work for Love Aid Foundation as well, but what I do in the kitchen, like I drive far away, that's a different facility, separate facility for disables, and people live there. They eat, sleep, they live there. There are not many facilities like that in Korea, especially nada in Seoul. That's why I have to drive quite far. So some of my subscribers ask me for my personal account, so they can send me the gas money. Not to mention, I also make the donation to them monthly. Thank you in advance. That's very kind that you asked, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I would like to apologize for I saw some negative comments about me from Taiwanese story and Megan Moon's channel as well. It was quite interesting because I got attacked by men. It was not a problem because I think I offended some men, mostly Koreans or Korean Americans. Anyway, so that's Kenya. So again, for those men, most likely Korean men and some Korean American men, I might have offended from my video. I would like to sincerely LG not so much, but anyway, the corporates, obviously I would get paid a lot more, but Koreans are not very good at taking criticism from anybody. The problem was this stick, because this stick is very long, unlike my so and I said that you should wake the fuck up. People call me a soccer mom for this, but sometimes I appreciate white wine. Thank you for the skewers, but the steaks is still quite bad, so I don't know what's going on. If you have a good Korean teacher, good for you. You could be one out of 10,690 million of members on the app. If I did offend some of you, I'd like to sincerely welcome back to podcast. I am back from Africa, as you can see. This is the gift from one of the tribes we met in Kenya, Yolosheki. Maasai is the biggest tribe in Kenya. And we visited a very rural area, which is called Yolosheki. And they made this shield, traditional shield, made out of cow leather. And I'm very happy. I had a hard time taking them everywhere because our first destination was Nairobi. And from Nairobi, we drove like 2 hours to this very rural area where they have a very little bit of water. Therefore, they don't have a farm. They can't grow much. We visited like different schools. We fund different schools, different areas, and a bit of different tribes. And where I got this gift, they didn't have water, so they cannot grow anything there. But the kids, but still they prepared this shield to give it to me. They told me they prepared in, I don't know, a few days in advance to give it to me. I was wondering why they didn't give it to my boss. Maybe because is she maybe? I don't know. I was very happy when they gave it to me. And there's a stick I got from different school because it was very difficult to take this stick everywhere because Nairobi was our first destination. So we had like 5 flights with this stick, and obviously I was not allowed to carry this on the plane. So see the tag, the tag for your luggage. So it traveled how many cities? It traveled like 5 cities because we had a transfer as well. And this cape it was a gift from a school, the Maasai tribe. They also gave us, all of us, this cape. It's traditional. They wear it like this. They wear it in a different way. So I got these 3 gifts, and I was very happy. I was very attached to it. So the first thing I thought was, how do I, take this shield everywhere? And then luckily it did fit on my suitcase, so I had no problem traveling with this like 5 different cities, 5 flights, 4 flights, 5 flights. Anyway, so this was not a problem because I thought the shield would be a problem, but the problem was this stick, because this stick is very long, unlike my. Yeah, so the long stick, I hate long sticks in general, but it's not. I'm not, speaking out of jealousy or anything. But this stick is very long, and I still like it. To be honest, there's nothing special about it, but I liked how I was given. We were visiting one of the schools in Yolosheki, and then we were talking about how to continuously fund them in future, because we are already doing that. And one of the school teachers and our parents, they were with us showing the school around. You might see the school in the vlog David is working on. And I asked one of the staff, he was carrying this. He was a big guy, tall dude. I was wondering, I asked him, what's the stick for? And he said, this shows the social status and the power. I was like, is that why this is so long? I was like, what? Sorry. No, I didn't ask him. Anyway, so this stick was tricky to travel with everywhere, and in some hotels, they considered this type of things as a weapon. Anyway, some of the hotels I was not allowed to take it to my room, so hotel lobby, they kept it for me for a few days. And obviously in my suitcase is obviously smaller than this, so at the airport by the way, the airport in Kenya and Rwanda, everything is very strict. So they always made a comment or issue out of this stick. Obviously, in Kenya, they know what it is, but in Rwanda, they didn't care so much. Like, what's this? Is that a weapon? So I was given this stick as a gift from Yolosheki, which is like a 2 hours drive of Nairobi. From Nairobi, we had to fly to Kigali. From Kigali to Kamembe, another flight. From Kamembe back to Kigali. From Kigali to Nairobi. From Nairobi to Dubai. From Dubai to Seoul. So there's a lot of the transfer and this. I was afraid in case people lose baggage all the time, especially thin and long stick like this. I figured maybe one of those airlines might lose my stick, but luckily they all took care of it, and I was very, very, very happy. There are a lot of issues because we had a transfer, and flying from like here to there, and sometimes we had to take a domestic flight, sometimes international, sometimes we had to take 2 flights, sometimes on the way back we had to take 3 flights, and the whole journey took like 24 hours non-stop. Including the transfer time, we had to wait like 8 hours, I think. So I calculated our last trip from Kigali to Nairobi to Dubai to Seoul. So we traveled 4 cities, 3 flights. The transfer waiting time was at least like 3 or 4 hours, and the last one was 8 hours or something. I added the whole time together, and it was like 24 hours and 30 minutes. Obviously, we were not given the hotel to stay because our layover was not long enough. So, oh God, it was difficult. It was difficult, but again, on my way back from Kigali to Nairobi to Dubai to Incheon, South Korea, this stick was never lost, and that was my biggest concern. We had other issues on our way to Africa, many issues, and we almost lost, we almost missed the flight twice, but luckily it all worked out. I'm not going to elaborate the details because it's quite stressful, and I forgot all the numbers. Anyway, so the whole trip was difficult, physically very difficult, and on the way back, because it was 24 hours, there was no jet lag, just I was tired all the way, and when I came back, I was sleeping the whole time. Okay, so I don't think I explained why I went to Africa. Some people think I went there for holiday, but it was business trip with the Logoversion Foundation. I work for them as an overseas project manager. So I'm in charge of all the project overseas, pretty much in Africa. But I am not involved in Kenya as much. Now I am, but before the trip, I was not involved as much. But now I've seen everything in Kenya, where the foundation's money went, and how they will continuously fund, support the kids in Kenya. Now I know. I know. I have a whole picture. I think that's why my boss wanted me to go with her as well. Obviously, I needed to go to Rwanda because I do everything. Literally, I do everything from foundation with Rwanda. So it's different. There are different projects going on. Okay, so I'm not being a very good storyteller right now, but because there are a lot of things in my head. So because none of you know what's going on, I'm gonna start from the beginnings. Okay, so I've been working for Logoversion Foundation for more than a year now, and I've been involved in overseas business only. That will change very shortly. By the time you're watching this, I might be involved in local business as well. The things that I call business is actually like a donation project. Because it's a non-profit organization, it's a foundation. We have donors and supporters and sponsors. And then we usually do all the spendings. It sounds easy when someone says all we do is spending, just like marketing department, because in other companies, marketing department is the team that they mostly spend money. Obviously, it's not easy all the time. So foundation is kind of similar. So Logoversion Foundation locally they do a lot of different business donations and sponsoring programs. The main program is they take calls. They take calls from the suicidals. That's how the foundation started. So we have two separate offices now. I am involved with like donations and other businesses, including like helping the elders who are living alone and who need help and who have nobody, and obviously they need money. They're living in a very small box, and they have no family, no income. They hardly eat every day, and one of the problems we have in Korea as a society is that a lot of people die alone, and we don't really get to find out. So a lot of times neighbors complain about the smell, and then the police go and knock on the door, no answer, they break in, and okay, the person has been dead for a few weeks. So they take care of the elders, and especially Korean war veterans as well. Some war veterans are living very well with like a good funding, blah blah blah. But other war veterans, we don't have that many left anymore because it's like 50 years ago now. They for whatever reason they have, whatever story they have in the history. In the past, they're living in a very poor condition, and they have no one. And my boss, she tries to help these war veterans because we owe them. At the same time, we also help the kids with the disabilities. That's what I'm interested in. I'm not usually only interested in the kids, because overseas project is all about the kids in Africa. But I am personally, my interest is people with the disabilities. As I mentioned, like long time ago, nobody wants to be disabled. And also Korean society as a whole, we are not very nice to people with disabilities. So I have no personal like story such as like I have my mom is disabled, stuff like that. No, I have no one around me like that. I know someone who has disabilities now because I've been working for the living facility for disabled in Bundang for more than 10 years now. So I know someone with disabilities now, but these people are not only physically disabled, but they have development issues as well. So they are practically like 5 years old. The youngest person is 39, I think. And these people all have developmental disabilities, learning disabilities. So anyway, my interest is these disabilities and disables. And this Logoversion Foundation that I work for, they also fund and help the kids with disabilities. So they do like I don't know, art competitions for kids with disabilities, and also they do like a musical treatment for their emotional development. stuff like that. They do a lot of projects. Now, like recently, they've been funding. They buy from like a good farm. They buy good apples and pears because Korean Thanksgiving is coming soon. We eat a lot of pears because during the Korean Thanksgiving season, it's a pear season. So we eat a lot of pears. We buy a lot of pears, along with red apples. So recently they've been buying like a good quality apples from the farm, and they have like a nice package as a gift for the elders who are living alone because they don't have family. Stuff like that, small stuff like that. And also there's an old video of my vlog doing the pork belly 삼겹살 event for the lonely people, elders as well. They rented the whole restaurant, and they invited the people who have been proved to be poor and in needs of help. They collaborate with district office, so they have the list of elders who would need and enjoy this free meal. So that's what the foundation does. But what I do for the foundation is that I speak to someone from Rwanda, and I co-work with that person and / organization. We are involved with British foundation, not foundation, NGO, non-profit organization called the Rwanda Action. I work with them. We built a new classroom for this school in Kamembe. That's why we went to Kamembe to see how well they built this classroom. Not only we built the classroom because we needed the teachers who can teach and play and take care of the kids with the disabilities in Kamembe. So we found a way to train those teachers it's a normal school, but they need a proper training so they can help the kids with the disabilities because they are normal teachers who don't have a special skills to work with the kids with the disabilities. So it's very new to them. So we train them as well with our money. And we bought some equipment to do the class with the disabled kids. Also, we built a toilet for the wheelchair user. There are more things that we did, and we wanted to go and check and see the school ourselves. Obviously, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of effort, a lot of time to just go and see what we've done and check where our money went. It's a lot of money to travel there alone. But we also had a nice meeting, very productive, and also a little bit of a intense meeting with Rwanda Action and the school, because we want to have this really properly. We want to have a very good program we want to have a good example portfolio, if you will. Like a proper case of what we did for the kids with the disabilities, because now in that specific school, I'm not going to disclose the name of the school. The school had only one kid with a disability, but now they have 14 because of what we built. So when we went, we saw 14 kids with development disabilities and also physical disabilities as well. So we saw 14 of them, and 13 kids who were never been to this school. So when we went to school for the first time, it was their first day of school as well. So we had a big opening and a little bit of a celebration. At the same time, it was very overwhelming to see these kids in the classroom because they definitely need the social skills to mingle with people. So there are different goals, depends on what type of disabilities they have, because this has to be very real. Because the school is not a daycare center. So depends on what level of disabilities these kids have and what kind of disabilities they have. we set different goals for these kids. It's because some of those kids, they can actually learn some skills and like make money, become like completely independent, like in long term, because they're grown-up adults with a disability in the neighborhood, who was trained by our partner Rwanda Action as a kid, and now he's running his like a small business, and he's living alone, and he's financially stable without any help. So if your disability is minor, this kind of thing could happen. But if your disability is quite serious, then we set different goal. Like maybe you could go home and help your family with the housework or a little bit of farming, so you can grow your own vegetables and stuff like that. That's more realistic. It depends again on the level of disability. So schools, they can figure that out, and they set the goal. Some of those kids' goal would be going to middle school, high school, or the special school where they teach like a special skills, like I don't know, using the computers, or like a hair design, whatever, like a shoemaking. Also, we've been to schools like that as well. So we set different goals, but the school should play the critical role. I know all this in detail because I'm in the project. I am in charge of I'm in holy 다시 일로 와 점프 일로 와. I know all this because I'm in charge of the whole project, and I directly report to my boss. Kenya is a little bit different. Kenya's condition, obviously, the place we went, which is like 2 hours away from Nairobi, the drive. The drive was very, 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 very tough because it's a bumpy road. I mean, you don't really call that a road, but you know what I mean. That area is there's no water basically, so they cannot grow anything there. So basically, we are just feeding them every day, daily, and these poor kids, they eat 1 meal a day, which is lunch. The meal called gideri. Gideri is you can Google gideri, but it's not really gideri. The gideri they cook is basically just the corn, this corn and the beans boiled together with salt. That's it. Literally, that's it. 3 ingredients: the corn, beans, and salt. Boil it in one big pot, and they eat it. And once a day, that's lunch. Adults, the same in that area. So we've been feeding them, but my boss and we've been trying to find a way to make change, which is more sustainable rather than just buying them food and feed them every day. That's not gonna work long term. What if we stop? We want to figure out more sustainable way to help them. It was the place where a lot of kids like touching me everywhere, like pulling my hair and 뭐 어쩌려봐. Like touching me and pulling my hair and pinching my face and like their security touching my tattoos and asking me to flex my bicep, blah blah blah. It's that's the place. But the kids are so happy. Amazing. Anyway, so that's Kenya. Kenya's condition is more tough, but not as a country, but the specific part of the country that we fund. So Kamembe is not that bad. Obviously, there's a school, like a good school. It could be better though. We're gonna do a lot of things for this school, but my bosses and our main focus is helping the kids with the disabilities and find a way to sustainably continue their life as an adult. That's what we want. That's our goal, and we also have an interest to help the street kids in Kamembe, Rwanda. So we're talking about that too. That's why I am still involved in the foundation, because I've done quite I think I'm not trying to suck my own dong, but I'm quite proud of what I've done, and also it has been my dream to get paid to help other people. Obviously, it's a foundation, so I don't get paid a lot. I'm not complaining or anything, but like for example, if I work for Samsung or SK, LG not so much. But anyway, the corporates, obviously I would get paid a lot more. But my dream has been that I get paid, and I work for the people who are less fortunate than I am. That has been one of my dreams in my life. So I'm living my dream right now. So I'm very, very, very happy and proud of myself. I cannot flex with a Lamborghini or a big ass app, bicep and a handsome face. My height, which is like taller than 185, I wish. I cannot flex with all those things, but what I can flex with is that I work for foundation and I get paid, and at the same time I help other people, and I bring a little bit of happiness to some people's life, regardless of where they are. Yeah, so that was the whole purpose of this trip, and I am very proud of what I do for the foundation. I don't usually flex with anything that I have, anything that I do. Only my artwork and my work for NGO and my volunteer work, because I do volunteer work for a different organization. It's a living facility for disabled. It's literally just a living facility. You can see that in my old IG post, or some of my old vlog. Anyway, so that's why I went to Africa. The trip was difficult. It was definitely hard, but it was special, and I was very happy. I felt very lucky. When we landed in Korea, we had a camera guy. He also freelancer. Camera guy, my boss, and staff from the office, and me. 4 of us went. And before saying goodbye to everybody, I asked my boss for a handshake at the airport before saying goodbye, although we were going to keep working together, hopefully for many, many years. But nobody knows the future. I asked for a handshake, and I thanked her and I told her that I was very happy, and I felt the whole time, 12 days of this Africa trip, I felt very special, and I felt very blessed. And thank you for giving me this special opportunity to visit all these special places, a chance to meet all these amazing people who are very humble and hardworking, that I look up to and I respect. I didn't ask for the handshake and said all those things just to kiss her ass, but I really felt lucky, because thinking about myself, my life last year, I was a mess. A lot of things happened in my life without my choice, and I was a mess. I was depressed. But again, this NGO project gave me a hope. Not just that this project gave me opportunity to get paid and stories to brag about on camera. Not really, just this whole thing gave me a lot of hope and happiness. And it's funny enough. I kind of had like this. I started to have this type of a pride about myself and about my life. I felt like, okay, my life is not that bad, and what I do for living, what I do for other people is not that bad. My life is not that worthless. I felt like that. I'm not trying to kiss my own ass, lick my own balls. No, just felt really lucky and blessed to experience all this. I have a story. Some of you will hate me. That's okay. I kind of hate myself in this story what happened in Africa as well. Okay, so I wanted to share something that I felt, like my feelings, how my feelings changed visiting Kenya and Rwanda and all that, and being back to Korea. But I'll save that for another time. Okay, so okay, we stayed quite nice hotels. I didn't book the hotels, but my boss did. So I was very, very happy, honored to be staying in nice hotels. But everyone's the definition of nice is different, right? My standard is very low. So because when I travel alone, I stay in a places where I just sleep. I don't need anything else. Just the bed. It doesn't have to be clean. It just has a shower and toilet, and I'm good. So other than that, above that level, I am happy. But my boss is a lady, and also she is a little bit older than me, and obviously, you know, she doesn't want to travel. She shouldn't be traveling in a very tough condition, so she booked very nice hotels for us, herself too, of course, but for us too. So what happened was that after everything was done, we had a nice dinner in Kigali, and I was very happy with that hotel we stayed in Kigali, because that hotel, specific hotel we stayed in, that hotel was quite special. They are known to have like a good sports facilities, like a basketball court and a nice gym. Gym is very important to me. So they had a good gym. I was very, very, very happy. They had a small but very clean swimming pool outside. And also, I don't recall the last time I was in a hotel like that. Like whether it was Thailand or Philippines, doesn't matter. I cannot recall, because okay, so this year I renewed my passport, and I didn't even realize that my passport has been expired for a long time. That's how long I haven't used it for 6-7 years. I haven't used it for 6-7 years. I haven't been out of Korea for that long. So obviously, when I travel Korea, local trip, I don't spend more than $60 for a room. So these hotels were amazing for me, and my boss and my colleagues, we mostly ate together the whole time. So we went to a nice restaurant. My boss, she knows wine. She enjoys wine. Me, nada. I don't understand wine. But again, people call me a soccer mom for this, but sometimes I appreciate white wine. So my boss, she ordered a bottle of white wine for all of us, and we were ready to enjoy nice dinner after all this toughness, the tough schedule and many flights. Well, God. So we were ready. We were ready to eat, and then all of us, we ordered nice steak. We learned that in Africa, whatever we order, waiting for at least half an hour is a default. So I said at least half an hour. But on this day, we went to this nice restaurant on the ground floor of this nice hotel. When we went there was nobody. So we were the only customer, only table. Later on, some other people came, but we ordered first, and there was nobody before us. So on top of that, we ordered the same menu. Steak with a potato, very basic menu. We had a lot of local foods, so don't judge us for having a steak. Anyway, also this never happened. Like 4 of us ordering the same menu, the same food, never happened before. So we were expecting like a quick dinner with a nice wine. Oh God. 45 minutes after, nothing came. Again, we ordered 4 steaks. I don't know what they do with the meat, but are they killing the cows, or are they fighting to kill a cow? Like I don't understand. So it's like I called the waitress like I, I usually I never do stuff like this, like miss a steak coming. We ordered the same steak and nothing is here. So she said, they talk in Rwanda, everyone is very calm and they talk very slowly. Like, I am sorry that I will take care of it and please wait. 20 more minutes, which is like more than an hour. She came back with two steaks. So two of us ordered medium rare, the same. Our cameraman ordered well done. Sorry. My boss ordered medium well done. Cameraman ordered rare. And only rare and medium well done came. Rare was rare. That was fine. Potato was good. Medium well done came. It's a little strange. They gave us like two pieces of meat, like three pieces of meat, and it was cut in the middle. Like it's almost like someone opened the meat. One of them was well done. One of them was medium rare. One of them was medium well done. And there are still two steaks didn't come, medium rare. That didn't come still. And so one steak was a mess. Rare was good. I was like, please start first because we've been waiting for more than 70 minutes now. So like, please go ahead. And with your camera guy, he finished the steak. Our steak still didn't come. And finally it came. The same thing happened. The meat was opened as if the chef wanted to check how well it was cooked. So it was very shady. And also you don't feel good when your steak is opened like that. 3 pieces, all of them. And obviously, it was a mess. It was not all medium rare. It's 3 pieces of meat they cooked in a different condition, like all different. So one of them was medium rare. The other one was like a well done. It's like, is this a buffet? Like, I don't need to taste all different type of steaks like this. And I'm like, what's going on? And then they apologized and took our steak. 40 minutes again. So we were waiting for how many? Like more than 100 minutes, like 110 minutes. Still food didn't come, and I didn't want to complain because I hate scolding people. I hate scolding people when I pay for the service or product. I hate that. It makes me feel like just because I'm paying you, I have a right to complain and scold you like this. And I hate that. I've been there. With my artwork, I've been there too with my client. Like some people, just because some people pay you a little bit of money to do this and that, they act like they have like a full control of your whole life. In Korean, that is called 갑질. It's a very famous term because Koreans love doing 갑질. We are quite notorious for this. So anyway, I hated doing this, but again, I was the only one who speaks good English. So I had to kind of play the villain because I confirmed with my boss, because my boss is very nice. I respect a lot, but boss, I'm in a position, we have to complain this, right? It's like, my boss is a nice person, but she's like, yeah, it's too much. Like we have to say something. And then I called the waitress and look, we've been here for almost more than half an hour now, and we ordered a very basic menu, which is a steak. We didn't order no appetizer. We didn't order anything complicated, and not to mention all steak, full steaks. And your signature, the menu says it's your signature. It should be faster than this, and not to mention the steaks were really, really bad. And she said the same thing, very calm, very polite. I'll go and check with the chef and come back. It's like, I think we've done enough with waiting game now. Usually when the restaurant makes mistakes like this, they usually offer something. And she goes, what do you want? Okay. No, usually you offer to compensate our feelings and time. I don't want to like ask for stuff. Usually things are offered by you. And she goes, I'm going to speak to my manager. She never comes. She never comes for half an hour. I was like, at this point, I should go to find a KFC or something. This is now I'm very hungry. It's like, what's going on? And then another 20 minutes, another 10 minutes, and blah, blah, blah. I called the other guy to complain, blah, blah, blah. The whole process, I hated it because all these waiters and waitresses are very, very, very polite. And they didn't know what to do. And something happened in the kitchen. It's not their fault. I kept saying that it's not your fault. But so I'm not complaining to you, but I think there's something happening, something going on in the kitchen. I would rather know the reason why this is happening, rather than just keep complaining to you, because I feel bad complaining to you because it's not your fault. The one thing they impressed me with was how they handled my complaints. They said, oh, it is my fault because we're the team. Yeah, but I get it. But clearly this is on the chef, no? I mean, your chef is sick and you have a replacement. Like, at least like tell us the story, so we know and we understand. Long story short, they gave us new steaks for 3 of us because I told her that we are not gonna pay for the steak because we wasted 2 hours. Only rare, the steak rare was good. We are willing to pay this steak. Yes, this was good. Although it was like, it took like more than an hour for him to enjoy the steak. Steak was good, thank you. And not to mention the potato was a mess. It's so strange because they cooked the same potatoes and the last potato was a mess and it looked like somebody's leftover. So I'm not willing to pay any of the steaks. And they brought the new steak. The new steak was equally bad. So, miss, I'm sorry, but I cannot pay for these steaks. And not to mention, we wasted 2 hours here and getting angry. And I respect you. I know it's not your fault, but you are not giving me the real explanation about this mess. So, and also they gave us like a complimentary skewers. Skewers was good because they cook the same way. They don't need to worry about like medium rare, well done, whatever. Skewer was good. Thank you for the skewers, but the steaks is still quite bad. So I don't know what's going on. I don't want to pay for any of those. And she said everything is free tonight. I think they have an issue with the kitchen, which is why they were so easy to give us free food. My wild guess is, my boss's guess is that they have a problem with the gas. So they cannot use the grill because all the steaks we had, it seemed like it was cooked in the oven. I think that's why they opened the meat to see how well it cooked. So if they did tell me that, we have a problem with the gas, so we cannot use the grill, that's why we cooked the steak from the oven, it is quite poorly decided. So I'm sorry, that would have been fine, but they still refused to tell me the real story. Their excuse was the nighttime shift. The chef of the nighttime and the morning time, they were switched. It's like, okay, so let's say what you're saying is true. The chef in the morning who used to work in the morning, she doesn't know how to cook steak. I think that's quite bad. Okay, breakfast that's fine, but from lunch, some people order steak. It's a hotel, right? And she doesn't know how to cook steak. Isn't it basic? And it's like, no, I'm sorry. She wouldn't tell me the truth. Not to mention, the next morning we had a breakfast at the same restaurant. It was a hotel restaurant, so they serve everything, and the breakfast was included. So we went for the breakfast the next morning. I saw the same chef in the kitchen. It was an open kitchen. So I think they lied, which is okay. But if they were honest, you know what I like, being upfront and being honest. If they told me that they had a problem with the gas, that wouldn't make sense because we don't know the situation with the gas, but that's the only explanation that would have made sense to us. Chef, that's a lie because the chef we saw at night, we saw the same chef in the morning. It was a little bit of chubby female chef, and she was the only one in the kitchen that night. We saw her in the morning for breakfast. So, but at the same time, the question is this. I came here all the way from Korea to Africa to help the kids with the disabilities and the kids who starve. And all they eat is corn and beans, 1 meal a day, the same meal 7 days a week. And now I'm complaining about the steak. That's why I didn't want to complain, which is why I confirmed with my boss, like double checked with my boss, like this kind of situation, I have to complain, like, right? And she said, yes, I think we're good. We need to complain about this. So it's different though, like, because we are paying good money to stay in the hotel. We are paying good money to enjoy this food. These poor kids in Kamembe, we were in Kigali at the time, the hotel, Kigali. But the poor kids in Kamembe with disabilities, come from poverty and all that. I thought about the kids when I was complaining, and now I'm so spoiled in a hotel, nice gym, nice bed, nice shower, everything, white towels, all those things I have and I enjoy. At the same time, I think about the kids I saw in Kenya, the smiles and everything, the kids who eat once a day, so happy, offering me a hug and all this. A few days later, I'm complaining about the steak. I told myself not to feel this way because it's a different issue. You pay for the service and you're not getting it. Obviously, you have to complain. You're in a position to complain. At the same time, there's a lot of things going on in my head. This whole trip, I promised myself to not feel guilty about my life. I would rather focus on the bright side, the things that I can do for the kids with the foundation's money and my boss's decisions. Well, I had very messy, mixed feelings about the whole incident that night. Yeah. I'm going to save, because this is quite heavy, so I'm going to move on. I can share a bit more of African stories next time. Well, I saw some negative comments about me from Taiwanese story and Mega Moon's channel as well. It was quite interesting because I got attacked by men. I think I offended some men, mostly Koreans or Korean Americans. I think Korean Americans are Americans. A lot of them, they talk a lot about Korea as if they understand Korea. Sometimes they haven't even been here. I heard that a lot of those Korean Americans, they act like they are Koreans on Reddit, which is why I never log in Reddit, and I never spend a minute of my life on Reddit because I heard so many times Reddit is very toxic, especially Korea related. I think those men, some of them are Korean Americans and some of them are locals. They're offended by my Taiwanese video. And some of them were just offended by the fact that sometimes I say bad things about Korean women, but at the same time, I disrespectful. Sometimes I also say bad things about my kind, Korean men. Koreans are not very good at taking criticism from anybody. And also, a lot of Korean Americans and Koreans, they kind of feel like like a jealous of other people talking about their country, Korea. So I heard that they feel like I should be talking about Korea because this guy doesn't know anything about Korea. A lot of people told me that a lot of Koreans feel this way, including Korean Americans. In my opinion, they are American Americans. Anyway, so Laba. So I think I made some people feel uncomfortable. So I would like to apologize for the men who and I also I've got a couple of emails and comments about the catfishing story by Korean men. For those who didn't watch my video, I talked about a lot of non-Korean middle-aged women are being catfished by the people who claim to be Korean men, like ladies in their 50s, sometimes 40s, 60s. They are being catfished by these men, these people from Pakistan, China, wherever they are, acting like they're hot-looking Korean men, and it's a romance scam. It's becoming more common and common, and the story is the same. They meet by accident, by fluke, on TikTok, language exchange app, making foreign friends app, Meef, I think, and then they ask for like a ticket money, plane ticket money, so I can be with you. And often these Korean men send these women their selfies, and they're very hot, good-looking, handsome Korean men. And I said that you should wake the fuck up and look at the reality. You're in your 50s and 60s, and these hot-looking Korean men in their 20s and 30s having a huge crush on you, and they just need a ticket money, and you're gonna send over like a few $1,000s so he can be with you, with your kids from your first or second marriage. Let's be real. That's what I said. I think I offended some women. Again, it was my wake-up call for you. If I did offend some of you, I'd like to sincerely apologize. Yeah. So and also I read a comment saying that actually not everyone is so bad on language exchange app, because it's the comments are like this: either because I met a good Korean teacher and we are still talking and exchanging the language. That's one. The two was a lady. I think she's my subscriber. She met her husband on language exchange app, and now they are happily married. One, you have a good Korean teacher, good for you. Two, you met your Korean husband through language exchange app. I think two proves my point. So you met your husband on a language exchange app, and you're happily married together, living together. So my point was, mostly people are not on the language exchange app to exchange language, especially Korean men. That proves my point exactly. I actually enjoyed the comment because that's exactly what I was talking about. I know a couple, the dude is 10 years younger than me, and his wife is white American. Oh, the dude is Korean guy, but his English is like more fluent than mine. So he clearly didn't need a language exchange partner, but he joined a language exchange app, and there he met his white American wife, and they are happily married together, and they moved to the US now. Good couple. I met both of them. The wife as well. I met the wife. She's great. The dude, I love the dude. Great guy. But again, his English was always good. If you listen to him talking, speaking English, you would know that he didn't learn English. He grew up speaking English, so he was already fluent. So he didn't need anyone to practice with. So, but good for them. They met there, and is that Hello Talk? I think it's a Hello Talk. Hello Talk. They met, and they're happily married, just like my subscriber. The second comment. I met my husband on Hello Talk, and we are happily married. And he's not weird. He is great. He's pretty normal. She said, "Good for you." I'm truly happy for you. But again, my point was that a lot of people exchange everything but language on language exchange app. So that proves my point. If you have a good Korean teacher, good for you. You could be one out of 10,000, 60, 100, 90 million of members on the app. But again, miracle happens in life. With catfishing, the miracle doesn't really happen. So these hot young Korean men are most likely fake, and you should wake up. You should wake up, and especially if the man you're talking to is like at least 10 years, most of times 20 years younger than you, then you should look at your reality. You need a reality check, and so that you can avoid this catfishing scam. Watch out and be careful, okay? So again, for those men, most likely Korean men and some Korean American men, I might have offended from my video. I would like to sincerely apologize.